Good morning. Fresh out of Facebook jail, I've decided to kill about at least three birds with one stone. So, first order of business, I want to show you six of my friends. That's Alan.
In the valley of the shadow, I will not fear.
Pretty good voice, eh?
If enemies surround me,
They're getting ready to go on tour. More about that later. Pause, Alan. Thank you. I touched base with Alan in person Sunday. He was in Hagerstown with Josh. It was pretty cool. He wanted to know how I was making out in my muck. Okay, back to that in a bit. Too many people have asked me, why'd you go to jail this time, Sleep Dog? Well, since I have a memory that never forgets anything, for good or better or for worse, there's my transgressions. You couldn't post publicly for 2 days, April 27th of last year. You couldn't post or comment for 3 days, same day last year. You couldn't post or comment for 7 days. That's when Tommy Backstrom was born. Tommy, my guy in Sweden. I couldn't post for 7 days, July 22nd of last year. And then I have this one. We understand that mistakes happen, so we didn't restrict your account. February 12th. Oh, I got a lot to say about that one. And then my latest transgression, April 25th, you couldn't post or comment for 30 days. So there's the history. Since some of you nosebugs are more about drama and keep asking me what happened, I'm going to just make a video. That way anybody else who asks, I can just tag you and you can figure it out. The first two transgressions for 2 days and 3 days last year is because I used an offensive term for lesbian. And it was, of course, satire, referring to Pig Losi and Killary, that they perhaps were closet. The term I used was the word that rhymes with bike, that's spelled B-Y-K-E. That was out of bounds, I get that. That may offend some alternative lifestylers. I won't use that term again, I haven't. That was my own problem. The 7-day transgression last summer was, again, satire. And I even had the math right on that one. On somebody else's thread, I stated, quote, 90% of women are crazy. The other 20% are half evil. Evil was a bad word. And if you do the math, 90% plus half of 20% is 100%. So you get my point. Then I behaved, and we understand that mistakes happen, so we didn't restrict your account. That was a person in this town named Haley Green, who I do not know, who one morning, she started sending me text messages. And generally, I don't answer such text messages for someone I don't know, so I go to their page and I see we have mutual friends. She's got a lot of friends. And I reached out to a few of those friends. Is this a legitimate person? They said, yes, she is. Fine. The personal text conversation on Facebook proceeded to be her stripping and sending me nude shots in various stages of undress. And then she wanted to know if I was single. Of course, everyone knows that. So it proceeded to be, let's meet over coffee. But she wanted to do a hookup. And when I said, why not today? That's when she didn't respond and sent me a 30-second video clip of someone having sex, doggy style. And I thought, that's bizarre. So that was the last I ever heard from her. But before blocking her, I attempted to reach out to the people she's played this game with before, because I know all of them. We all have a bond. They were duck pin bowlers. And I won't mention their names because mistakes happen, as Facebook says. So I did a screenshot of her topless without her face and posted to my page, and that was a nudity violation. And of course I blocked her on all my aliases. And now, drum roll. On May 25th or April 25th at 2 a.m., I was on a coin thread amongst 60 or so other commenters from someone who had a coin. Can you see it? It's not coming in there. Anyhow, anybody who knows a little bit about coins, which unlike 80% of the newbies on FaceTard don't know anything about coins. You know, the lazy crew that needs thoughts or opinions, who swore that their 1943 copper penny was genuine, I couldn't take it anymore, because I avoid those kind of threads most of the time. But it was 2 o'clock in the morning and I was tired, and I said, quote, "It is quite obvious, like the other 398 people have already posted," sarcasm, "your 1943 copper penny is," I didn't even spell out piece of shit. I put POS, probably a Chinese counterfeit. It's worth nothing. Bang! There's that word you can't use publicly. Chinese. 30 days in the clink. I proceeded to put in a report with Facebook, which asked for forgiveness, and I never got a response. So, we're going to proceed differently with Facebook, because these 30 days have allowed me to keep my business moving, and I'm done with all this. If you ask me why I was banned, I'll tag you on this video. If you ask me twice, I'll block you. No tolerance. I don't care. And back to Alan.
You're bigger than all I can see. You are holding on to me. If night comes a little closer,
These guys are good.
you'll lie my way.
And that's from a guy who don't listen to Christian music often. Classic rock.
I hear you singing victory songs over every path.
I'll probably have to put this on YouTube, because on Facebook I'll probably get in trouble for speaking truth once again. Guess what?